Hello there, how are you? I'm still Anthony. I haven't grown my beard back. We're in a different location today. We had to come up and do it in my office because the auction room is in giblets.
Yes.
That would be a fair description. There's bottles everywhere, just as we're trying to get them all numerically ordered. Just there's so much this month. We don't really have space to sort of...
And we got banned.
We didn't get banned. We got suggested that we should go somewhere else.
Politely asked him.
Fudge off, yeah, exactly. So we said we'd bring a few bottles up here, do it in my office. We'd talk about the bourbons for this month, for today, because as we keep saying, or as I keep saying, is the bourbons keep growing and growing every month. So we'll start off with some of the ones that's doing really well, and what we end up doing is shipping these back to America.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that. So this is one of them. This is a Bentons. This is a Japanese release. This was filled on the 12th of February 2021. Single barrels. So a lot of these single barrels are really, really sought after by collectors. And they're from Bentons, as I was going to say. Barrel number 29. Now, you have a wee thing we grow for the wee horses on the top.
Yeah, because they're all different on every bottle.
There's 8, if I can count correctly. There's 8 different ones. I was reading about it. And so they all have a little letter on them. See the O there and the L there.
Yes.
So they all have a different letter on them and they're all various different things. The last one, the final S, is the jockey with his hand in the air. He's after winning the race.
Oh, right.
So there's another bit of useless information that you can collect.
Learn
so there's
something new every day,
8
don't
of
you?
them, and people do mad shit to get them. Then there's also the gold ones, which are lovely as well, the gold edition ones.
And I like me miniature ones.
And you like,
they've got little miniature
they
horses
literally
on
are miniatures of them. That is also one from the 15th of the 6th, 2020. I love the information that's on these. So this
Gives
is
you everything.
Barrel number 13, stored in warehouse H on Rick number 1. Whoever poor Rick was, he used to stand there and hold the barrel for a while. And 80 proof or 40% volume.
And that's bottle number 15.
And that's bottle number 15. But it's great, the information that's on these things. And they come in their outer boxes and all that sort of stuff. Weller's another good one. They do really well. The Antique 107s and stuff like that. I do like Weller whiskey. One of the things that if you line up Irish whiskey and American whiskey, the difference in colour, just from the maturation in the high humidity areas, it's just real dark, charred barrels that it really gives it that colour. Willet, these are sought after. These Willet family ones. These are the small batch, the family estate ones.
Oh no, I thought you were going about the snazzy bottle.
The snazzy bottle.
I think that's cool.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah.
Isn't that lovely? And I reckon it has the right thing that you can just hold it like that and just drink straight like that.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. So, and then just come up for air every now and then. The small proof, the full proof small batch, that's there. Michter's. I seen a thing I was reading last night. I think it was the Whiskey Advocate magazine from the US. The Michter's 10-year-old stuff goes for bonkers money. Absolutely bonkers. That is Russell's 10-year-old, which happens to be sitting beside the Michter's. If you mix up the two numbers and bid like hell. There is... that's ancient age, 8-year-old. It's a mad bottle, isn't it? It's like somebody's seen a bottle of Jack Daniels and went...
Yeah.
I know
That's
what
pretty.
I do. This is the Kosher, the Buffalo Trace. Buffalo Trace, massive distillery in Frankfurt, in Kentucky. And
there's a big following in Ireland of Buffalo Trace, isn't there?
yeah, huge, yeah. And it's there was hard to get here the high end bottles as they are in America, so it doesn't make any difference. This one I wasn't sure about. Old Grandad, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Bottled in bond under supervision of US government. You can imagine a fella there standing armed to the teeth saying, you better do your job right. You know, supervision. Because he's probably from the Bureau of, what is it? Alcohol, Tobacco and Firearms. ATF crowd.
ATF, yeah.
And he's standing there armed to the teeth, smoking a cigar.
No, you watch too much television.
Is it? That's, no, it's not what. But it's Old Grandad. Four Roses. Another Jack Daniels White Wabbit. That was done as a special edition release. And then there's a Jim Beam in a presentation tin. I think that is all the ones that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, but there's loads of different other ones. And
There is loads of different other ones, and as I say, we now have it made it a wee bit simpler. Obviously, we haven't done in the Irish category on the left-hand side. We've actually all the different distilleries. On the American ones, we've a couple of the main ones, and then we've everything else in the USA section. It's not as big yet. As we start to grow that, we will add the more
Of course, the more
individual
categories
distilleries
and
as
stuff.
it does it. We've done that with Dahi. Now
Dahi.
has his own
look at him.
listing. And Sleeve League, James and Myra up in Sleeve League, they have their own listing now as
Super.
well. So we'll keep growing that as brands get more and more bottles in, and there's more and more releases out from them. They'll have their own categories, which will mean that it'll get mahoosive.
Really long list.
Look, it is what it is. So that's it. Tomorrow we are going to talk about the Scottish and the Japanese. There's a huge amount of Japanese in this month. A real lot of Japanese in this one. There's a lot of everything in. We're over the 1,500. I'd say we'll be just shy of 1,600 by the time everything's done and dusted.
All I'm thinking of was the packing as well now at the end.
We can just tell everybody they have to come and collect it.
That's
we don't have to pack it.
That's a lot of packing.
It is a lot of packing. But sure, hey, what else would you be at like?
Yeah, I know.
In the run up to Christmas.
Yeah,
Great.
nothing else to do.
Yay! Right, see you all tomorrow. Talk to you then.
Bye.
Bye.